Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
So if every true follower is meant to be in attendance, and the monastery is basically empty, does that mean there are hardly any true followers of the Church of Seros? Received 5,000 gold from the Church of Seros. Yay, money. Caspar, it's your birthday.
Thanks.
Here you go.
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
It's a distraction.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault, too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Work for Rhea?
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Right, so we've forced exploration, let's go. Oh, sorry, supports first. Edelgard and Linhardt, B support.
Linhardt, at least try to do some training. Use a staff, or a rod, or a broom, for all I care.
My apologies, but I cannot train right now. I have plans for later and don't wish to tire myself. Caspar invited me to train with him, you see.
You slept through the whole debate, didn't you? Fine, I'll summarize it for you.
Not the whole debate. I closed my eyes only after I knew what reading would cover the topic.
There you are. Don't tell me you were sneaking out to do some training.
Of course not. I was sneaking out to avoid you. How did you find me this time?
A mere coincidence. Why would you wish to hide from me?
Because you're an awful nuisance? Why do you pester me so?
To ensure that your talent is not wasted due to your lack of...
It's none of your business how I spend my time or how I use my talent. Have you assumed the role of my mother? You overplay the part. She was only half as overbearing.
What is the matter with you? As house leader, I'm trying to prevent you from causing trouble for yourself and our classmates.
Fine, I'll try harder. Really. I'm sure you see all this as my interfering with your duty as a leader. Have you considered how it feels for those of us who serve below you? You are a serious pain, you know.
How so?
You're like a mother who insists on accompanying her son to his own knighting ceremony.
That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
No, I'd say that it's putting it lightly. All your interfering is greatly hindering my research.
I see. Very well. You've made your perspective perfectly clear.
Jeez, Linhart with the burns. Right, Edelgard and Dorothea see support.
Hey, Adie. Uh-oh, you're scowling again. You're going to get wrinkles all over that cute face of yours if you don't smile more.
Hello, Dorothea. I was just lost in thought. There are so many things to be done. To think of them makes my head ache sometimes. So many nobles of the Empire are utterly useless. When I am Emperor, I intend to appoint only those who can actually be useful. It doesn't matter if they're of noble or common birth.
Noble or common, eh? Can you really do that? I mean, not that I don't agree. I'd make all those nobles vanish if I could.
It's not a question of can or cannot. All that matters is doing it and doing it right. The nobility system has only been around for 1,200 years. The concept didn't exist before that.
Only 1,200 years, huh? You always say such preposterous and extraordinary things, Adie. Yet somehow you actually make it work for you. It's like you're a character from an opera.
A character from an opera? If an opera is made about my life someday, I wonder how I'll be portrayed. The revolutionary who guided the Empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far?
Well, that all sounds pretty violent. But either way, it would make an incredible opera. Do you figure it'd be a grand action piece full of combat and strife? Or would you prefer a somber political drama? Hail the mighty Edelgard, the red blood stains her story. Heavy as her crown may be, she will lead us all to glory. To a brighter dawn we shall carry on. Hail Edelgard!
That's quite enough, Dorothea. I'm starting to feel more than a little embarrassed. Lovely as your voice is, let's just hope that any operatic productions about me are still a ways off.
Ferdinand and Petra see support.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
Time to explore.
A hero's relic.
Do you know something?
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
Let's see. Excuse me, Professor? I just wanted to let you know that Lady Rhea is always real concerned with you. She expects great things, I think.
Really?
Please don't let her down, okay?
Of course not.
I hope you're not just saying that.
Of course not. I totally won't let her down.
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Really? Professor. Hey, did you hear? A knight wielding a scythe is roaming around town at night. If he's a villain, I'd like to get the measure of him.
Not the Death Knight.
Well,
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
You can't make use of something doesn't make it not valuable.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
I dare you to try.
Oh, come on, I'm only kidding.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
I was worried.
I'm quite all right. But your concern means a great deal.
Lord Lenato's rebellion may have been quelled, but the unrest in Fargus isn't dying down anytime soon. The Boar Prince should hurry up and claim the throne, rather than letting old customs hold him back.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Right. Innocent heartbroken.
How's that?
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
I'm not looking for anything, it's my day off.
Sure. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
But you're an archer, so wouldn't you take care of enemies that are far away?
Okay. Hi. If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here.
Didn't I see you in the dining hall last night?
Hey, I get hungry sometimes, like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
That's,
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrick Mach's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you heard about the Death Knight? No, not at all.
Hey, Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Oh. Good deal. Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand.
Yes,
Hey,
I do have money.
how about a favor?
What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome. Please come again.
What? So...
Professor. Lady Rhea lifts the spirits of all the people of Fodlan. We cannot allow her to come to any harm.
No.
So... Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The goddess's rite of rebirth is this month, right? The monastery gates will be thrown wide open on that day. I'll be working as a guide. I hope I get to guide some lovely ladies around.
I might be working as a gatekeeper, not a guide. It's a lie. You're always the gatekeeper, right?
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone, to cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent. Please, do me a favor.
That's a lie, you know it.
So...
What? Okay.
The goddess... Could it be that someone...
Right, you need this.
How come...
I will have to repay you sometime.
Okay? What?
So... What?
Oh.
Hey there.
Let's see. All this talk of assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet... it is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Let's...
Professor? I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea. They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
But you're wrong.
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
We don't care. Why
Oh, Professor?
Hi. Speaking of Professor Yuritsa seems very familiar to me, but I don't recognize his name. I guess the resemblance could be coincidental.
In Brigid, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past.
I'm happy you survived.
The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Well...
Speaking of... Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario.
Frightening thought.
That easy to get under your skin, is it?
Really?
Listen, the goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fodlan. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
That reminds me. People seem to think that all the Knights of Seros are equal. But that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
I thought Holy Knight was a class.
Well... About 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Gerald went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Being a bit older than everyone else, I want the others to rely on me like an older sister. Is there anything I can do to make myself more approachable? Don't worry, you already are.
With the whole monastery preparing for the goddess's rite of rebirth this month, it feels like everyone's a little on edge.
May I say?
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
Pull yourself together.
Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
Hey!
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
And yet we never get to see it.
Here's an idea.
Yes, it is. The Holy Mausoleum.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Seros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
I have a thought.
What's your thought, mate?
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Impossible.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor, I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the rite of rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day? No classes on a Hey, Professor, is there some...
The arrow is above Hilda. Why
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame. Nothing out of the ordinary. Do not trouble yourself over it. I have something to ask of you.
Hey there. Let's see.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Sleepy. So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Have you heard? Rumor has it that Death himself has been appearing in Garreg Mach. They say he appears every night and kidnaps folks. I wonder what happens to them.
Death.
That's something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the Knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
I'm gonna tell everyone who said that.
I was thinking... Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire. Even the Church of Seros had no choice but to recognize the courage of Lug, the King of Lions who emerged victorious. The Church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Lug agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the Church and the kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
That's good, right?
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
It makes sense that the church is enemy.
I don't understand. What would they have against the church?
Belief.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
I agree, it's very inconvenient.
Indeed. For now, let's do all we can to find and dispose of our enemy.
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Duskur is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
Professor, people die in every battle, and it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different.
What do you mean?
I hope nothing bad happens this month.
That's not an answer.
Perhaps our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate.
You already have.
Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup.
You're the last person I need to talk to you.
I have a favor to ask. I knew I could count on you. There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
The Holy Mausoleum.
Precisely. We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Entering unit into the fighting. Beginner sword tournament. Petra, go.
My heart is full of victory. I will not be stopping. Witness frigid pride. Witness frigid pride. I will not be stopping.
Finisher.
I'm glad I asked you.
To the dining hall. Right, literally only Mercedes can support with Ferdinand.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really...
This is...
Oh. This is...
Cynthia's support is not me, actually. In regard to Landmark, so ideally I want you to together.
I would eat it.
I think that's everyone.
While I...
No one to support. Sad. Right. You don't need anything. You need to get
That... Let's put this... That...
I'd never have.
You're... You're... Once... You're... I'm...
No. I... Oh? How? It is...
It's starting to...
Oh?
May I be asking a question?
I'm having a question. I wish for improvement of my land skills, but I am having uncertainty about how to be training effectively. What should I be doing? Try studying the movement of others for improvement.
You have great wisdom.
Professor.
Must I? Fine. But I will sing it solemnly.
I'll keep my voice down, Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud? Oh, I see now.
She can heal from range.
I'm ever so grateful. Just leave this to us.
We will take no time at all.
We did it.
Hope this is...
Oh, okay. That will happen. Right, battle. Battle in the plains.
Well, is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Stay focused.
Put me in there.
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will get the victory.
Battle. As you wish.
Oh no.
That's my cue. Leave it to me.
That was nothing.
I will not be stopping.
Petra is too strong.
You should be honored. The nobles.
Now you know your limits. Once.
Couldn't get strength.
Appreciate it.
hesitation. Each battle a chance to grow. Another step.
Truly amazing.
You were outmatched.
My heart is full of victory.
That was nothing. Not so fast.
I've got many skills, you know. Failure is not an option.
Well done. As expected.
Yeah, it worked!
Still unstoppable. You worked hard for nothing. This is hard.
I owe you one!
Hard work created this.
I'm stronger than I look. No.
See, if you gained that 1 point of strength earlier, you know, to one-round this guy.
Can I go now? Oh no. I will prevail. Now you know your limits. I must.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
That was nothing.
Leave it to me.
Put me in there.
Stay focused.
My mic doesn't work. Does it not?
You underestimated me.
Is it not working? How about now? Picking something up. What about now? How about now? I mean, it says it's picking it up on the stream. It says it's picking it up. According to OBS it is. It's got the audio thing going up.
You didn't give it your all. Think this'll work?
Still unstoppable.
Battle.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
Oh. That just all happened really quickly. I think I had an internet issue just now. Because it all just happened really quick. All these messages came back really quickly.
That's my cue.
I'm right next to the mic. It's right next to me. It's literally just off the camera.
A great help.
What if I turn myself up on this? How about now?
I will get the victory.
You hear me?
Should I have held back? I'm not.
Can't get ahead of myself.
You're more level as the game. Should I be louder or quieter than the game, do you reckon?
It's simple logic.
It's still raring to go.
I think.
I mean, should I turn the game down or turn myself up more? What should I do? Would you recommend?
As you wish.
I reckon I should be louder than the game.
Put me in there.
I guess it depends on the situation. Okay.
Shall I help? I'll find their weakness.
What a jump.
3 XP again. Ugh.
You fought well. Such.
Battle in the forest. Yay. Right, who's got the least XP? Okay, so it's all the level 11 people. No, let's buy you a silver sword, why not?
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back. What? Come back.
Stay focused.
This. This is perhaps.
We must.
That was a good level up. Did you see that? Taking a turn with a broken weapon is not good.
We must... It's... Watch and learn. Any experience.
23 magic Hubert. Has he got a magic every time? Because if so, that's good. Another level
11. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks for
Stay focused. Oh. I'm not...
more trade secrets.
Always getting
As long as you gain speed, I don't care. Speed is good.
This can't be right.
Got speed. Fair enough. Nah. They were online yesterday, but I was tired to talk yesterday. They tend to only be around on Monday. So...
You're quite the
trust me, Jamie is more obsessed with Fire Emblem than I am. Don't even try it.
I do not. I do. You.
Jamie's got more hours into this game than I do. And also, I haven't completed this game yet. There's 4 routes, I've only done one of them. So I can't just leave it.
Professor.
What'd you want? What's wrong?
Professor, Oh, don't worry. It's nothing.
I mean, you say they're fed up of watching me play FE, but they weren't on for Pokemon either, so...
Actually, could we talk for a bit? Somewhere a little more private? I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I find you a little difficult to be around. I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me.
Depends which route I'm doing. Seeing through you?
Don't worry.
I mean, I already told you.
I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just too self-conscious, I guess.
Crimson Flower is going to be Edelgard, and Silver Snow will be Rhea.
The thing is, I don't have anything to call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune. Little knowledge or battle skill. I think that's why I always clung to my popularity as a diva. Even after leaving the stage behind, I sort of kept up the act. When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. Telling me that you see right through it. That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness of yours?
I have no weaknesses.
Oh, come on, Professor. Everyone has some kind of weakness. You know mine. If I know one of yours, maybe I'll feel less, I don't know, vulnerable.
Well, if it would really help.
Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. You know, Professor, I never hear any gossip about you. Of a romantic nature, I mean. Would I be right in assuming you're not very experienced with romance? Maybe we should find out somehow. Professor? What's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing? Oh, come on. Is your heart even beating? You're making me lose my confidence.
Actually, my heart isn't beating.
Don't be so silly. Huh? It really isn't beating? Is what I'd say if I were more gullible. You're just fooling around, Professor. I'm not sure how you did it, but that was a good one.
But my heart doesn't beat. It's true. It's the truth. Byleth's heart does not beat.
It is done.
I think I... appreciate it.
More supports. Right, Ferdinand, Dorothea, B support.
Ah, you have arrived at just the right time. Care for one of these handmade treats?
My goodness, Ferdy. When did you become such a talented confectioner?
Oh, Dorothea, I am hardly an expert.
Nevertheless, you have managed to make some tasty-looking treats.
Well, it is the first time I have tried my hand at it. Honestly, there were several unsuccessful attempts preceding this batch. I made these pastries to solve that riddle you gave me. The reason you despise me.
Oh?
You said I was like a bee. The bee is a dutiful worker, just as I am. But the bee inherits a capacious home, with a wealth of honey. Similarly, I inherited my fortune. I did not receive it as a reward for my labor. I surmised that perhaps you'd feel differently about me if I earned something all on my own. That was my plan.
to emulate your transformation from desperate pauper to successful songstress.
All on your own? Did you renounce your nobility? Give away your riches?
No, I made these. I obtained all the ingredients on my own, without anyone's help.
You mean, you got the sugar and the flour?
Yes. To earn the flour, I worked in the fields. To earn the sugar, I carried a merchant's wares.
Who did the cooking? You?
Naturally. I took on some extra chores in exchange for use of the kitchen at night.
I have to admit, that's impressive. Hey, it looks like you had a bit of an accident. Is your hand okay?
I burned myself a little while I was baking. Nothing to worry about.
Nonsense. That burn will scar you, know. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Wait, Dorothea! You have yet to try my treats.
You should be fine now, Ferdy. Big shot nobles have to treat their bodies with care just like the rest of us.
There you go again. Noble this, noble that. Though you did say it with less disdain than usual.
Nothing gets past you. As it were, I may have reconsidered you a little.
You have reconsidered me? Finally! Just as I had hoped, we are becoming friends. Now then, I propose that we...
I only said I reconsidered a little. And you still haven't figured out why I said you're like a bee. Which is funny, because you look like a bee right now. Bye!
So, I am still a bee. A completely mystified bee.
Buzzy bee, buzzy bee. Alright, Linhardt and Caspar, be support.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're not even stronger than me. You've got to help me come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. But come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just fight?
Dodge their attacks, keep up the assault, then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
I won't argue with training. Let's go!
No, I don't think we should...
Come on! You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine, I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Gaspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gonna go get some. Bye.
Huh? Hey, get back here. He got away.
Right, Linhardt and Lysithea, C support.
Aha, Lysithea. It's wrong to tease, yet I can hardly help myself. I know a secret. Your secret, in fact.
I think you mean a baseless rumor. Why are you wasting your time? And mine, for that matter.
Well... it's a secret that could completely overturn what is considered common knowledge in Crest research.
Shut your mouth! Just... Let's go talk somewhere other than here. Okay, where did you hear about it?
There was a sort of accident in Professor Hanneman's room.
I should have figured. You haven't told anyone, have you?
Of course not. If someone else were to learn you have 2 crests, I might lose you as a test subject.
Please stop talking so loudly. So what if I have 2 crests? If you insist on speaking of it, please do so quietly.
My intuition was correct. You do have 2 crests.
Wait, what? Did you just trick me?
Trick is such a strong word. I think of it as testing a hypothesis. The truth is, I simply made an educated guess.
Well, now that I've confirmed it for you, there's not much I can do.
I disagree. For example, you could tell me if you were born with them, or is the source magical? What does it feel like to use both crests at the same time? Is it pleasant, painful, euphoric?
Enough is enough! I am done talking about this. As though I'd speak of this to the likes of you.
I understand her desire for privacy, but to refuse my request for knowledge? It's, well, it's rude.
I just have to, I've dropped about half a second, so give me a sec to reset the capture card. Right, Dorothy and Petra C support.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Brigid, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... what is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Right, on to the next battle. Let's go.
Pretty.
Stay focused.
Stardew Valley today. Let me finish this chapter.
I'm just.
Is Jim on?
What's. Time to set. Pretty.
Yeah, just let me do this chapter and I'll move on to Stardew Valley. If that's what you want to do.
Well, is that the thanks.
Stay focused.
Growth.
Predictable.
Saw it coming.
Predictable.
Not.
Right, next way. Start the fight, come on.
Stay focused.
My effort.
We must stop.
I don't.
Oh, she's got the killing thing.
Perfect.
Oh, he took the thing. And I used the broken weapon by accident.
My effort.
Don't care. Not about Claude. I forgot to train you in axes. I wanted you to be a... I'll make you a sword master for now. Just so you get the advanced class growth. But I really want him to be a hero.
A new.
Alright, mission. Assault at the Rite of Rebirth. While the plot to assassinate the Archbishop shakes the monastery to its core, you suspect the enemy may have a different motivation. Anxiety abounds as the goddess's Rite of Rebirth commences.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. Are we going to move forward with our plan?
I believe so. How confident are you in our theory, Professor?
We're not wrong.
No one's intuition is perfect. It's ridiculous not to have doubts.
All that matters is how our enemy makes their move, not how our teacher feels about the plan.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
A coffin. How fascinating.
Hurry, Professor. We must find a place to hide where we can guard the stairs to the Holy Mausoleum. If the enemy moves as predicted, we should be able to cut off their escape path and capture every last one of them.
But what happened to kill every last one of them? That's the only way to play.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
We were right. Unwanted guests have come to visit.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
Our enemy appears to be after the tomb of Saint Saros in the back. Are they attempting to steal her bones?
Frame drop again. It's because of something to do with the internet. It's a network.
It would be best to defeat them before they achieve their aim.
Beat the enemy general with a 25.
Look closely. There are contraptions of some sort on the floor. We must pay attention to our enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from advantageous positions. I will prevail.
That's my cue.
Put me in there. Yeah, it worked.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory. Leave it to me.
As you wish.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Battle.
Oh no.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands, or waste my time on weaklings.
That knight is a powerful enemy. Let's do all we can to avoid him.
No use. One more success.
Splendor of nobility! The mark of nobility. People
I think because of New Game Plus, I'm a little bit over leveled. Does Edelgard get a unique conversation with Death Knight?
You see that?
This is what I do.
see if Ada gets an invitation.
You should be honored.
Bernie, you stay here. I have plans for what you're gonna do.
I owe you one.
Ow. Rude. Ow.
Only a fool challenges me.
Ow.
Witness frigid pride.
You should be honored.
Alright, let's see. It doesn't matter, I'll just re-encrypt down with divine force.
There's no way around it. I accept your challenge.
Oh, this will be fun.
To be left behind. Unacceptable.
I told you that if you fled, I would not chase you. But it seems you wish to die.
I will
We know
prevail.
Ada got his unique conversation now. Let's do that.
Now you know your limits.
Stay focused.
What's the point of the brave sword then?
Like moths to a flame.
Predictable.
Predictable.
Dang.
I told you that if you fled, I would not chase you. But it seems you wish to die.
Oh. Okay. So I can't do that yet.
Stay focused. That is that.
I will get the victory.
I can fight through anything.
Did you just miss a 92?
Not worth the risk.
Did you just miss a 92?
That's my cue.
I'm disgusted.
Thank you.
He missed a 92.
Leave it to me.
Battle. Back to the fray.
Oh no.
As you wish. Put me in there.
This song going hard.
See them
This
handle
is a
this.
generic battle song. Kill this guy.
What a jump.
You always feel it doesn't match the gameplay. Fair enough.
Thank you. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will prevail.
Let's see how this goes.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Sword.
Stay focused.
Should I have held back?
Leave it to me.
That's my cue.
Thanks for helping. As you wish.
Oh no.
The reinforcements haven't arrived?
No.
If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
Like moths to a flame.
Oh, the double 55.
I didn't expect to encounter someone like you. How fortunate.
Your spear is going through your scythe was going through your arm there.
That was nothing.
Let's think carefully.
He's not a dead knight, he's a death knight. There's a difference.
Don't waste it. Let's go.
We haven't killed him yet.
Appreciate it.
Mildly upsetting.
You worked hard for nothing.
You underestimated me.
Being mindful.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Only a fool challenges me.
Thanks so much.
I will prevail.
Put me in there.
I will get the victory.
Thank you.
Time to take action.
Why were you hit? Sad.
Right. Don't waste it.
Oh, what? Aid of God to get the kill.
Witness my power.
One more success.
Stay focused.
Kill this guy.
Huh. Victory.
Kill this guy, please.
The mark of nobility.
Oh. I can fight through anything.
Flame spirit protects me.
Sad. Normal iron lens. Right, Bernie is gonna wreck all of you.
Let the lesson begin! You fought well.
That's less wrecking than I thought it would be. Oh, I forgot to kill you.
Yeah, it worked!
Winning's always nice.
Can't get ahead of myself.
Well, how was that?
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
Each battle a chance to grow.
It's no use. The seal is broken. You can't... A sword. What?
Wrecked.
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
What stragglers? Everyone's
Will do.
dead. We killed everyone.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop.
An attack on the Holy Mausoleum.
Joe, can you see if you can get Gabby and Jamie online so we can do Stardew Valley after this?
It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the archbishop in order to completely strip the central church of its authority.
The Central Church?
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us!
Oh, that's why.
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war.
Okay. Well, we could just sit
Nemesis,
and chat for a bit.
the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator.
Don't have it.
Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you?
The sword chose me.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Cat...
Cat?
What is wrong with that head of yours? Of course it's not a cat. Her name is Catherine. The Sword of the Creator differs from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.